All right, I'm back. I'm back on the floor. I don't know, I guess that's gonna be my thing. It's just sitting on the floor every time. But today I'm gonna be doing a video on a $500 mix box. So, I mean, it seems like I'm getting a lot of like new followers from YouTube, which is crazy to me because I mean, I don't have that many subs, but the videos I guess are getting a good amount of views. I just had assumed it was all from Instagram. But for the people that don't know, I do wholesale boxes. Well, I call them wholesale mix boxes, and I offer like a few types of wholesale boxes. I have like a 100-piece box, so it's 100 pieces for 500 shipped, 50 pieces for 250 shipped, and then a $500 mix box, which usually comes with around 40 pieces. Unless like you're a really good homie, I hook it up a little bit more, so you get less pieces but better quality. Or if you've been buying a lot of boxes for a long time, I hook you up too like that. But you can spend from $500 up to whatever you want. People have spent thousands. Obviously, the more money you spend, the more pieces you're gonna get, and also the better quality. So it's like, if you think about it, like a $500 box is you're gonna get around 40 pieces. So let's say you spend 1,000. Like by that knowledge, like by that logic, you'd get around 80 pieces. But I usually put like 70 because I'll kind of put more like better pieces in it because it'll kind of just make it a little bit, I don't know, it kind of makes it a little bit more fun, you know. You're spending more money, so you deserve to have cooler stuff. But in the mix boxes, pretty much was what it comes with is a mix of vintage. So it's gonna be pieces that I'm selling you for like $5, like very normal stuff, like Nike checks, like just vintage Nike tees with just a check, like Looney Tunes stuff, like just normal shit that you can sell on eBay for like 20, 25, 15 even, and like you're still making money. Like those little sales add up quick. But it's going, and then I have like pieces I sell for $10, and those are like better pieces, $20 even better, $30 even better, all the way up to pieces that are worth like 100, 200, like even more depending on how much you spend. So it's just a big variety. It's just meant for a reseller. Like it's not really meant for people that are buying for personal use because I don't guarantee like any sizes. Like you can't just be like, I want just XL or just large or just small. It's random. I hand pick it, so like I hand box everything. Like I choose what's going in there, but it's all random sizes. I don't do all that. If you've been buying a long time, you're a really good friend of mine. Like I'll kind of go by like your specific style, but like if I don't, like if it's the first time you bought a box, I'm not gonna do that. Like I'm just gonna give you the set pieces. You get what you get. You're gonna make money, and that's another whole thing is like there's gonna be people on this video. I already, even with this pile's good too. It has 30 pieces in it, so that should tell you it's gonna have a little bit better quality of stuff. But even with this video, people are gonna be like, it's not worth it. Like it's a finesse. Like it's this, it's that. But it all depends on like the seller's market. Like if you can sell stuff for retail and sell stuff for what it's truly worth, which I mean I've done it. Like my Instagram, like when I used to do my story sales, or like whenever I used to like really charge people like retail, like I could get it. So like I know what a lot of these shirts are worth. And if I don't know, I put it in for cheap. Like if it's a shirt, like there was one shirt that somebody got in a mix box and I put it in there for $5, and it was just like it was a cool shirt, but like I assumed it would sell for like 20, 25, and it ended up going on eBay at bids for like almost 100. So it's like, just think, like you can really come up. Like I don't know everything. I'm gonna like hook it up as best as I can, but it's like sometimes I might slip up like that, you know. But pretty much just gonna be going through the box. I'm gonna be showing off the pieces. Oh yeah, where I was going with that. The boxes are worth it. Like as long as you can sell stuff for retail, or even a little bit less, like you're gonna make money. So like somebody who's bought, I actually just finished a box for him, but he's bought I think 6 or 7 boxes from me. He's in Canada. I've hooked him up gradually over time, like more and more and more, and he makes really good profit. He does like he sells on Grailed, I believe, and he's made really good profit off of his boxes. And like he shows me, like he'll tell me like, oh, I've sold this many pieces out of the box. I've already made this much money, and like he'll double or triple up and only sell half the box, and have the whole other half to sell still. And it'll be usually the better half of the box that hasn't sold. And so it's like it's worth it. Like you just have to have a good market. Like if you're like like no offense, but like if you're like a nobody or you don't have a good market and you're pretty much a wholesaler as it is, like if you can't charge retail, like I don't know how you expect to buy wholesale and sell for retail when you can't sell for retail. Like you buy stuff at bins and sell it for cheap because that's what you can get. Like if you don't have an Instagram following, or you don't have a big eBay, or you don't have a Grailed, I guess. I've never tried to sell on Grailed. Or if you have a big Depop, like you have to be able to sell it. Like that's the point. But if you're capable of selling, these are worth it. I make sure that somebody's gonna make money. I pack it with the intent for somebody to make money. Guaranteed to have a couple cool, like really sick pieces in there. But yeah, I'll stop talking about it. That's what it is. They're like wholesale mix boxes. They're like mystery boxes, I guess, what people can call them. But I guess I'm doing the reverse. So instead of an unboxing video, I'm doing a boxing video, because I'm gonna send this out later today. But I'm gonna get started with it. I have the better pieces up here, like behind me. I'll show them last. I don't know. I feel like might as well as make you guys wait instead of just showing it off top. But the rest of it, there's 30 pieces in total, I believe. There's some cool shit. But yeah, I guess let's just get started with it. So first up, we have a human ITs, so humanities pretty much. Long sleeve. These are pretty popular right now. Just the, you know, like the Save the World t-shirts, you know, like the recycling, like shit like that. It's a really cool graphic. I've had this shirt a lot of times. It always does well. Well, I mean, I throw it in people's boxes, but I know it does well. I've had them in the past, like when I used to sell individually. So that's a pretty cool one. Start off light. We have this, which is a reverse weave champion hoodie. Good size. It's like a large. Reverse weave hoodies are hard to find. They're not easy to find. And this is one of the ones that doesn't have the C logo because it's the Land's End Champion. I don't know, I'm not sure if you can see it, but it's the Land's End by Champion reverse weave hoodie, navy blue color. I have a black one that has the C on it, like it's a normal Champion reverse weave. I have a black one that's like a 2X, so it fits like a perfect XL. And people, every time I wear that thing, like people try to buy, a lot of Japanese try to buy it off me because the hoodies are really hard to find, especially in like bigger sizes. So that's a cool one. The person who's getting it, I think they might keep it if it fits them good enough. So that one's cool. We have a 90s Dr. Seuss Cat in a Hat tee. Single stitch for all you picky ass people out there. Just a normal, cool little tee. So we got that. So this is like, when people buy enough boxes, I kind of like to try to cater at least a couple pieces to like personal taste. And this is something that I know the person that's getting it will think is dope, but like maybe not a lot of people will think it's cool. But it's like a really cool graphic of a 90s Gap sweater. Cool color, cool colorway. But it says Gap in yellow and in purple, and then it says All American Made. It's a cool piece, cool like little normal piece. Put it in there for cheap just because I know he'll like it. This one's sick. He actually, when I sent him like the video of all the stuff he was gonna get, he cause I'll send videos too. I don't know why. He just prefers it. But he actually like he pointed this one out. But it's time to flush, and it's George Bush. It's kind of a newer one. Sorry, these tees got like. I went through like a bunch. I got like 100 pounds of sweatshirts yesterday, and somehow like, cause I have to get like blankets from the rag to like tie them up in. And I kind of fucked up, and I guess I got a blanket that had a shit ton of dust on it, and so it kind of got stuff a little like dusty, but they're not like dirty, like it comes off. But yeah, it says time to flush. It says www.toiletbumpersticker.com underneath, and it's George Bush getting his head flushed in the toilet. It's kind of a newer one. It's from 2004, but either way, it's really dope graphic. People love George Bush tees right now, just because I feel like the whole like Trump bullshit, like you kind of had like a horrible president in George Bush, and then now you have a even worse president in Trump. So I mean, I think it kind of popularizes a little bit. Then we got nice little Betty Boop sweatshirt, just her on the motorcycle. This is dope. Nice little Champion reverse weave. Cool colorway. The purple on, forest green, all embroidered. I don't know if I'm like going close enough for you guys to see. I'm kind of just winging it. Hopefully it works. I'll scoot up a little bit. We have a 98 Spice Girls. Live tonight, the Spice Girls Spice World Tour. This one has like some paint stains and stuff on it, but it's still cool. I put it in there for pretty cheap. These are starting to hit, surprisingly. Even like the kind of smaller sizes. This one's actually not too bad of a size. It's still small, but they're all tiny. But I'm sure you can tell what it is by the back. Nice little Gotta Catch 'em All. Cool striped long sleeve. Never really seen that too much. But it's Mewtwo, Pokemon, 1998, 1999. Nice little long sleeve. We'll definitely do good in LA, like at Melrose and stuff. This is just like a normal tee, nothing crazy. But it's just the world, and it says your oyster, so the world is your oyster, you know how the saying goes. And it's for like a Discover MasterCard, and it says, now go get the pearl. It's just a nice little 90s single stitch. Nice little tee, nothing crazy. Now we have this Uniqlo, the Cause Peanuts sweater. So it's just a little black Snoopy with, or Peanuts I guess. But it's Snoopy with a little X in his eyes. I mean, nothing crazy, just normal. This is sick. This came from the dead stock hit that I did. There's a few of them in here. I might make a video on it. I just don't know how much I can really talk about because I don't want to give out any type of information on it because I'm still going there. But I got a lot. I've gotten a lot of shit there so far. I've probably gotten like 300 pieces or more from that one spot over time. But I had a nice little hit on it. I got a lot of like cool. One of the shirts is in there. Like one of the better shirts that I pulled out of there is in there. Is in this box. But this came out of there. And it's Calvin and Hobbes. Well, Calvin. Farting on the Nike logo with a sick fade on it. A crazy fade. And what's even cooler when I pulled it, like when I pulled it out of the pile, it's on a gem tag, which is sick. And I mean, for people that I guess don't know, like typically like when you find bootlegs, like they're on bootleg tags, like they're on like weird like Dominican Republic tags, like Honduras tags, like they're like the top or like the Bay Club, like stuff like that. But this is on like a gem tag, which is an actual merchandising company. And they do a lot of stuff like there's a lot of Cypress Hills on gem tags, there's a lot of like Snoop Dogg, like shit like that on gem tags. So it's kind of cool that this has it. But like the reason that it's so faded like this, and you notice how like in this bottom corner right here, it like has a kind of a crinkly, like crunched up looking fade. So pretty much this was hanging outside of his store for like 10 years, like just hanging outside. So it was just getting hit by the sun. And what he would do is he would take the bottom and he would like kind of tie it off like that. Not too sure why. So it's like, imagine it was sitting like this for like 10 years, just getting hit and hit. So like once it like got unraveled, like there's really dark parts, there's really light parts in there. The fade by itself is worth money, and it's on a cool graphic, so it helps it a lot. That thing's really sick. Like I feel like the right person could get a really good amount of money for that. This is cool. 90s little cops. The bigger back hit. Just cool normal shit, you know. Easy sells, easy quick flips. Single stitch. Normal little Nike check. Nice colorway. The green on silver. Long sleeve. Has a Goodwill tag still connected to it. I'll leave that for him to deal with. This is pretty cool. This is a great tag. If you can see it, but it's a Cronies tag. You usually find pretty cool shirts on the Cronies tags. And I think it's just a really cool tag just with like the big C with the Cronies going through it. But it is The Mask of Zorro, 1998, I believe. 1998. Just a nice little cool graphic. Nice fade on the tee. Made USA, 90s Harley Davidson tee. Just a cool logo. No back hit, which I think is actually like, a lot of people think it's worse, but like I think it kind of makes it look a little less cheesy, like when there's no back hit, and especially when it's like just the shield with the eagle, like it's a classic logo. So I feel like the no back hit kind of actually helps it out a little bit. This is a cool one, made in USA. late 90s long sleeve Nike tee. Really cool graphic. It's like kind of like the Nike Golf, like the square thing, but kind of just like played on a little bit with like a rainbow, like cubism, like shit going on. The bigger neck hit. It's actually a pretty big neck hit in orange. It's cool one. Decent size. We got Michael Jordan. What's basketball without number 45? Big size. You know, Michael Jordan shit always does good. It's cool when you find the number 45 shit just because he didn't have that number for very long. This also came out of the dead stock hit. Has the WWF F tag like still connected to it, like the holographic one, which is pretty cool. A little back hit for all you tag whores out there. Stone Cold Steve Austin. Front and back print. Just dope. I mean, self-explanatory. That's going out. See, it's just like cool, like normal shit. Like nothing like insane, but like all these sells, like, you know, like if you sell a lot, like, you know, like easy sell, like Stone Cold double-sided sweater, like that shit's gone instantly. Dead stock too with the tag, like gone instantly. This is really sick too. I actually pulled this out of a bale, and like when I found it, I like didn't think anything of it, but like once I got home and I kind of looked at it more, like it's actually really dope. But it's like an all-over print Jesus tee. Really sick graphic, really cool. But like speaking of like the whole bootleg tag thing, like yeah, it's like made in Guatemala, 2XL. Like this is usually like what bootlegs are on, so it's pretty surprising. Like you see like that one on a gem tag, like you don't see that too often. But this Jesus tee is actually really sick. Like I'm not too into like the whole like God t-shirts and all that. Like they're cool. I mean, like they're nothing crazy, but that one's actually really sick. Just nice little. This came from the dead stock hit also. Just nice little comedy tee. Shut up, bitch. Always do well. Always do well. This is another one that I know he personally likes. He likes all the Apple stuff, so we have the Shop Different, Kenwood Town Center, Apple tee. These Apple tees actually, like, I wonder how many different places have their own, like, because it's this exact tee, but it says like there's a bunch of different places that have like that had like their name on it or like whatever. So I wonder if like how many there actually are. Here the net. I'll do this one next because all these came from the dead stock hit, so I don't have to say it every time. This is another cool one. Degeneration X. Wrestling tees are. I mean, wrestling tees are. They're pretty popular right now, to be honest. Size large. It's kind of a bigger large. Actually, it's a little bit of a longer large. Really nice fade on it. But you got Triple H, Shawn Michaels, and China. Is that her name? Yeah, China DX. Attitude is everything. That's a really cool one. That came out of a bale too. All these came from the dead stock hit. We have a big size XL, big XL. Rugrats. XL Rugrats tees, like XL like cartoon tees from like our generation. Like I'm 21, so like our generation's like cartoons, like they hit right now. Like I've sold like cat dog tees for like 150, like Rocco Modern Life 150, like so like Rugrats tees, like I feel like they should get like 60 easy all day. Like it's a decent color tee. Like it'd be cooler if it was white, I feel like, but navy blue's cool. This also came another big size. It's a large. It's kind of a smaller large, so I'd say it fits more like a medium. But another Pokemon dead stock. It's a weird tag. It's a CMJ. Okay. Sorry about that. Somebody called me. But yeah, you saw the Pokemon tee on the tag. That's where we left off. There's only a couple more tees. Fuck, I'm gonna have to connect that shit now. Okay, sorry, can't remember. Next up, we have another bootleg from the dead stock hit. No back hit. But we have Mother Teresa Memorial Tee, 1997. The world will love you forever. Teresa, goodbye, mother of all. Mother Teresa. I actually got a bunch of these. I got like probably like 10 or 15. So those will like kind of slowly go into boxes. I won't like load them all off on one person. I got got a ton of these. Nice little 90s Osama bin Laden tee. Dead or dead, pretty much. It's a cool tee. Probably got like 50 of these things. Just cool tee. Yeah, I mean, not much to say about it. I feel like Osama tees, just like the George Bush tees, they kind of go together. They both sell really well. Not for like a ton of money, but like they're quick flips. Nice little 40 pieces, 30, 35 pieces, depending on the graphic. Okay, so we have 3 tees left. The 3 better tees of the bunch. So first up, we have super paper thin. Aloha Mr. Hand, Beastie Boys, Ringer. Classic tee, sick ass tee. Always does well. I've had a few of these. I've had probably like 5 or 6. Always sell really easy. Always sell quick. But it's nice and worn in. Like it's very super paper thin up at the shoulders and the top. Both these last tees came from the dead stock kit also. I got one of these, so he's getting it. But it's a Britney Spears, Baby One More Time. Her like sitting down with the flowers behind her, all sport tag. It's cool tee. It's a cool tee. It's a cool tee. Fun fact. Britney Spears was my first crush ever, and I was like 3. And my mom like said I was like obsessed with her. As weird as that is, but yeah, Britney Spears is actually pretty dope. Last tee. We have the Sisters of Mercy. Princess Diana with Mother Teresa, both died in 1997. Sisters of Mercy, Diana, Teresa, Friends in Life, Friends in Death. Nice, sick ass shirt. I probably have like 15 of these. But I mean, Princess Diana tees, they fly. Like somebody else had found one. I mean, I got some from the same place that I got this last hit. I got like 15 of them. Before I got like a nice little stack of them, I probably got like 6 or 7 of them, and I was selling them for like 100 all day. 100, 120. Somebody else had found one, and it was dead stock too, same tag, same size, because they're all size large on this tag, on like the USA tag. Yeah, my shirt made in the USA tag. Size large. He found it in like New York though, and I think he sold it for like 150. So I mean, these are, it's a sick shirt. Princess Diana, you can never go wrong. Like people fucking love her. Mother Teresa too. So that's what the box will be topped off with. I think that this is probably the most valuable tee in the box. But I mean, Britney Spears is valuable too. It's a sick ass print. Beastie Boys obviously is valuable too. But I think if you can push this for the full amount, like this will probably be. But like, just saying, like he paid $500 for the box, and this is an easy, like let's say on the low end, like this is an easy 80. This is an easy 100. You can even say 80 if you want to talk low end. So I would, like, me personally, like what I think he can get for it, because I know he can get retail. I think he can get 100, so that's 200. Somebody, I got this last time I hit at this store too. I got 2 of them. Somebody sold it for 90. So let's say another 100. That's 300 right there. For 3 pieces, that's 300. So I mean, there's already over half his box. He still has another 27 pieces that are sick, like sick pieces. So I mean, just imagine, like, you're gonna make over half your box back on 3 pieces. You still have 27 more. Like, he's gonna easily double, if not almost triple. So yeah, just a little boxing video of like a mystery box. It's going to a good friend of mine. And just like because I already know like the hater people, like the people that are all mad, like, oh, you only do that for your friends. Like, that's not true. Like, anyone that buys a lot of boxes from me, like once you start hitting like that 10 box, like you bought like your 10 box, like I start hooking you up like this, because you're putting in so much money that it's like I want you to get the better stuff. But it's like if you bought 1 box, like I would take out a couple of these like little 20 pieces or $10 pieces. I'm gonna put in a couple more $5 pieces, so you get more pieces. And it's like if you tell somebody like off top, like, oh, you're gonna spend $500 but you might get 30 pieces, like they're gonna be a little like sussed out by it. And I know 40 pieces isn't much more, but it helps. It makes it seem a little bit better, because it comes out to usually like $11 a piece. Like if you get 40, $500, it's like $11 a piece. And And yeah, like people, I never really get complaints on them. People always make money. People usually double, if not a little bit more. But some people, like, they've only made a couple hundred. But it's like, it really comes down to your selling capabilities. Like, I can't stress that enough about, like, anyone selling mystery boxes or like wholesale boxes or like any type of like box like that. Like, if you can't sell stuff for what it's worth, like, you shouldn't be. Sorry, I thought my phone was going off again. Because I have it on silent, so I was trying to hear the vibration. But if you can't sell stuff for retail, or you can't sell stuff for at least close to retail, or you don't have a really popping store, like an online store, like if you sell at markets that you can get good money at, like anything like that, like it's not really worth it for you to buy any type of mystery box. Because you have to realize, like, the people selling them, like me or Vintage Orlando does mystery boxes, Rewind.ie, he does a couple, he doesn't do them as often, but he does a couple here and there. But I think Mitchell or Vintage Orlando, he does them pretty often, I think. I think I kind of push them the most, but I'm lucky enough to have like my rag houses, so I get a lot more product. But it's like, these people have to make their money. Like, they're not gonna, like, some people expect the world and shit. Like, they expect like mosquito heads for, like, they want a $500 box with 40 pieces and they want like 6 wrap tees in there. And it's just like, or like they want 10 guest stripes. And it's just like, you can't expect too much. Like, you gotta realize, like, yes, it's a wholesale box. Like, that's just meaning you're gonna make money. Like, it's a box that you can buy. You can invest your money in. You don't have to dig. You're just getting shit mailed to you. You have to pay a little bit more than obviously thrifting or anything. But it's, all the work is done for you. You just have to clean it, usually, and sell it. That's the easy part. Like, that's not necessarily the hard part. Finding it's a lot harder than it is selling, at least for me personally, and for anyone that has like a very like built up business doing this. And so it's like, you can't expect the world from it. Like, you can't expect to spend 500 and make 5,000. Like, you're gonna double up. Like, I don't know about like anyone else's boxes, but for mine, like, if you're capable of selling everything for what it's worth, or even a little less probably, you're gonna at least double your money. And you can't really ask for much more than that. Like, I know some people's business mindset is to triple up, but those people are hated by everyone because they're the people that are going up to you at markets and like, there's a $300 tee and they want to pay like $80 or $100, and it's like, you're never gonna sell it to them, just like you want to make your money. So it's like, you have to realize, like, the people that are selling these boxes, they need to make money. And it's like, we're hooking you up. Like, we want you to make money. Like, I want you to make money. Like, I want everyone's business to thrive. Like, I want everyone to be happy. Like, because the more people doing this, the better it is for all the sellers, because the more people selling, the more people that are going to be buying. And the more people that are going to be selling that get into it a little bit more are going to be the ones collecting. So they're going to buy the cooler pieces because they're selling all the like lower end pieces so that they can afford the crazy pieces. And that builds the market up. Like, it's, you kind of have to give and take. But if you're interested in buying like wholesale boxes and stuff, that's my only word of advice, is be aware of your selling capabilities and don't expect too much. Like, obviously don't expect it to be shit. Like, don't expect to pay $500 and get $100 worth of stuff. Like, that's fucked. But like, don't expect to make $5,000 off 500. Like, expect to make like 1,000. And if you're not that like well known of a seller, like you don't sell at that many places, you kind of just sell here and there, and like you have like only like 1,000 followers on Instagram and you try to sell on Instagram, like be prepared to maybe even break even, but at least you'll get cool shit. Like, it's one of those things, like, you just, it's all depends on you. Like, I don't know who's buying it. Like, I've had people that have bought boxes from me and their Instagrams look trash, but it turns out that they have a different Instagram that like is popping and like they're sick. Like, so it's like, you can't expect us, like me or like someone like Vintage Orlando who sells boxes or Rewind, like you can't expect us to like know your capabilities. So it's like, it's up to you. But I know me personally, I'm gonna try to hook it up as well as I can. Like, just like this box here, like you can tell just by looking at it, like he's gonna make money, just like I want him to. Like, I want him to thrive. He's a good friend of mine, just like I want anyone that buys a box too. But that's my rant about it. That's my little piece. For all the people that don't know, my Instagram is TheThriftLord, like just like my YouTube name. You can follow me on there. I'm pretty backed up all the time on these boxes, but just watch my story. I'll post about it whenever I'm ready to take more orders in. And yeah, I hope you liked it. I hope you think it was cool. And to the couple people I know that are gonna say it wasn't worth it, you're delusional. So just saying. Thanks again, guys. I appreciate it. I hope you like it. Let me know.